The United States government is on the brink. A critical spending bill has become a political battleground. At the heart of the issue, a potential government shutdown. With a deadline fast approaching, lawmakers are locked in a tense standoff. President-elect Donald Trump opposes the bill, calling it fiscally irresponsible. This opposition raises the specter of a government shutdown. Essential services could be halted, impacting millions. Federal employees may face furloughs with substantial economic effects. The American public watches with anxiety and frustration. The coming days will be critical in determining if officials can steer the country away from the brink. President-elect Donald Trump has never been one to shy away from a fight, and the current spending bill battle is no exception. Trump has pulled no punches in his criticism of the bill, deriding it as a prime example of government waste and overreach. His message is clear: it's time to rein in spending and prioritize fiscal responsibility. At the core of Trump's opposition is a deep-seated belief that the federal government has grown too large and unwieldy. Trump's solution? A leaner, more streamlined bill that focuses on essential government functions while cutting out what he sees as unnecessary expenditures. Trump's call for fiscal restraint has resonated with his base, many of whom share his concerns about government overspending. However, critics counter that Trump's approach is too simplistic, and that deep cuts to government programs could have devastating consequences for vulnerable populations. As the standoff continues, the question remains, can these two opposing views find any common ground? President-elect Trump is not alone in his criticism of the spending bill. A chorus of voices from across the political spectrum has joined the fray, each expressing their own concerns and reservations. One notable voice of dissent comes from tech mogul Elon Musk. Musk argues that excessive government spending can stifle entrepreneurship and hinder the development of groundbreaking technologies. This sentiment is shared by some in the business community who worry that government overreach can create an environment hostile to private sector growth. However, others contend that strategic government investment is crucial for fostering innovation, particularly in areas like renewable energy and scientific research. The debate over the spending bill reflects a fundamental disagreement about the optimal relationship between government and the private sector. The clock is ticking, and the threat of a government shutdown looms large. If lawmakers fail to reach an agreement on the spending bill, the consequences could be severe, impacting millions of Americans and sending shockwaves through the economy. Essential government services would be disrupted, delaying critical services like passport processing and loan approvals. This disruption could ripple through the economy, impacting businesses and individuals alike. A shutdown would likely result in furloughs for hundreds of thousands of federal employees. Beyond the economic consequences, it would erode public trust in our elected officials. Our leaders must prioritize compromise to serve the best interests of the American people. While the spending bill drama unfolds, another political storm is brewing in Washington. The House Ethics Committee is preparing to release its long-awaited report on its investigation into former Representative Matt Gaetz, a Florida Republican who has been embroiled in controversy for months. The report is expected to delve into serious allegations of misconduct, including sex trafficking, drug use, and misuse of campaign funds. Gaetz, a staunch ally of former President Trump, has vehemently denied all allegations against him, claiming that he is the victim of a politically motivated witch hunt. However, the Ethics Committee investigation, which has been ongoing for over a year, has reportedly uncovered substantial evidence to support the allegations against him. If the committee finds that Gaetz engaged in serious wrongdoing, he could face expulsion from Congress, criminal charges, or both. The scandal has already tarnished Gaetz's reputation and cast a shadow over his political career. The outcome of the Ethics Committee investigation could have far-reaching implications, not only for Gaetz himself, but also for the Republican Party and the broader political landscape. The United States stands at a crossroads. The debate over the spending bill, with its threat of a government shutdown, has exposed deep divisions within our government and our society. Meanwhile, the impending Gaetz report threatens to further erode public trust and confidence in our elected officials. As we navigate these turbulent times, the need for leadership, integrity, and a commitment to the common good has never been greater. Lawmakers must set aside partisan differences and work together to avert a government shutdown. The potential consequences of inaction are simply too great. Similarly, the public deserves a full and transparent accounting of the allegations against Matt Gaetz. The rule of law and the integrity of our democracy are at stake. By embracing these ideals, we can overcome the challenges of today and build a brighter future for all Americans. Stay informed, stay engaged, and let your voice be heard.